Oh, hi everyone, it's Susie, Crypto Granny here. The date's the 8th of February 2024 and the time in Europe is 1836. And just want to look at meme tokens. They are very popular at the moment. A lot of young traders are buying meme tokens with very small cash and leveraging them up as much as, obviously the exchange will give them leverage. And, you're reading the headlines, they're making millions and billions of dollars. Now, clearly, if you're trying to do that, you'd have to watch the screens 24/7 all the time. You've got to pick the right meme token. You've got to get it on the right, whether it's an airdrop or an ICO, initial offering from Solana or something, and you need to be on the right one as well. And it's just a matter of luck sometimes. And obviously, there's a lot of trading clubs that push these things and pump and dump. And it's a question of being on the right one. So there's a lot of risk in these. And some of these are just about social connection and community. Behind the meme token, there may not be any revenue whatsoever, any proper fundamentals in terms of the token. It doesn't produce or do anything, but it captures the imagination of many young trader who wants to make millions of dollars in the quickest time they can within, couple of weeks or a month or whatever, and this is what some of the young traders focus on because they don't need to know anything else but staying up all night and all day trying to trade these things. So what I thought I'd do, I'm doing an experiment at the moment on KuCoin. I bought 2 meme tokens. Not that I like them. I don't buy things where I don't like the fundamentals clearly, but I've only put in $100 each. $100 for each meme coin, SHIB and Bonk, I should say. Bonk is from Solana, and I'm not sure where SHIB is from, which main cryptocurrency technology. But it's just of interest to me. We'll try everything. We tried trading bots, but our trading bot was doing very well with XRP. He got as short as 65 cents on OKX, and then all of a sudden our money was taken out of there. It was hacked. And I'm still sending emails to OKX since, November of last year, and it's about the 30th email, and I'm still getting nowhere, which is just a joke. They keep wanting me to ID constantly and keep asking me, did anyone else use my account, which they didn't, but the money got zapped out of my account and was sent to a Tron account somewhere in the UK. And for me, that is a worry. Trading bots, you've got to be careful where the trading bot's set up. OKX is one of the best exchanges, the second largest in the world, but I still got hacked, and it's the first time I've ever been hacked, and it was on the exchange itself, and seriously, the money was in their self-custody, but obviously it's a trading bot, which means that it's 24/7. It trades all the time, regardless of the economic data that comes out. You're always in the market, and sometimes you need to be out of the market, clearly, and that's the thing, the negative to trading bots. Right? And we test everything, people, and we look at everything, right? How to make money, and that is our focus. So what I've done is I've decided to buy some Bonk and some SHIB and just put it on gearing and just leave it and see what happens, right? I'm not a 24/7 trader. I'm not a young buck of 20 that can stay up all night and all day, right? But it's just an experiment. So what are the meme tokens? They're not coins, they're tokens, because they're mainly on someone else's mainnet or blockchain, as you know. And if you look at our explainers for education, you'd know that a token uses someone else's blockchain, which therefore a token should be a lot less than someone that has blockchain, cryptocurrency, mainnet, layer 1 blockchain, or the first layer, right? So we've got Dogecoin here that's considered a meme, Shibi, Inu, which I've also bought some, Sats, Bonk, I bought some. We've got PEP, we've got Floki, Memecoin, many others, and a lot more are coming to the market. You can see how they've done. If we change, can we change that? No, we can't. Oh, we can see how well they've done. The highest went over, golly, what is that? 1,000,000%, right? And these are the ones that have done well. So I'm looking for the ones that haven't done so well, that are capturing the imagination of people. Bonk and SHIB are very well known, and that's what I'm in. So all these, excuse me, all these meme tokens, I've still got a bit of a cold from my, shocking illness, lasted 5 weeks. I'm still getting over it. So all these meme tokens, right, they can go up dramatically. but, they're low volume sometimes, they're pump and dump by the trader clubs and everything else. And it's a question of getting into the right one. And which one do you get into? Well, it's almost like a dartboard, right? I basically getting into the two where there's the most advertising, if you want to call it that, and the most articles that are written about it. But also I want to be in two that haven't yet gone to 1,000,000%, right? So, and the beauty of meme tokens, you can get a lot of tokens, like just my $200 got me about 37 million bonk, I should say. And then you can, lever up with cash on that because you get so many tokens, right? But there's all types here: banana, Coin 73, Wojak, Golden Dodge. My God, I mean, what do you choose here? So I've taken, as I said, SHIB and bonk. And there's many here. If we just go, right, just put in the, to start from afresh, how do I do that again? I might have to go back in there. What do you pick here? I mean, seriously, you want to pick the most volume. So you trade the most volume. So I'm in Shibu Inu and I'm in bonk with the most volume, right? Because you want to be able to get out of the stuff as well. But, again, if you go down here, there's at least 80 and more coming to the market every day, and we can't even keep up with it. And already the market, is about 20.41 bill. The sector's 1.19% dominance, and it's doing quite a lot of volume, right? Which is very interesting. So what I've done, as I said, I've set it up on Qcoin and I borrowed money against it. And let's see how we go. And I'll show you that. Just pause a minute and I'll show you that. Here's my Qcoin account, right? And what I've done is I bought SHIB and I bought bonk, right? And you can see that down here. SHIB, I bought at a ridiculous price of 0.00009085. And SHIB, I think, is around 1 at the moment, 0.0001, right? We're going here. And you get 5 times leverage, which is really nice. But it's an experiment, right? I don't want to be trading all the time. I'm just going to hold these, okay? Some young traders will set up all night, as I said, and, basically, trade the whole thing. I'll get that up. I don't know why it's not coming up. There with me. There we go. SHIB. So, I bought SHIB, and you get on this, you get 10 times, right? Which is a lot, 10 times leverage. That's what I've done. And then I've also, as I said, bought bonk, right? And you get probably 10 times leverage on that thing as well. So you get the general idea here, right? So $200 and I borrowed 700. And now I've got, I've got literally, millions of bonk and millions of SHIB. And, anything from there, if it goes up, you make money because you're so geared, right? You're so geared into the market. And also, any movement up is going to really give you a lot, right? A lot in just value. So if we go have a look here very quickly, I bought SHIB. I bought, what is it? 18. God almighty, how much is that? If you look at bonk, I bought 16 million, and SHIB I bought nearly 18.5 million, right? So again, this is an experiment. Let's see how we go. But I did start with $200. So we'll come back to that because it is an experiment. And maybe there is some route for us to actually think, well, why don't we have a meme token portfolio and buy, $100 of each token and see how we go. There'll be a lot that'll bite the dust and lose money, but there might be 1 or 2 that, perform extremely well. And that's what we're looking for, people, okay? It's just it's the luck of the gods, to be perfectly honest with you. And, we don't have to know anything about these tokens, the fundamentals, but it's just a different trading strategy. Some people don't invest in blue chips like we do with proper fundamentals and technology. They buy all the crapola, if you want to call it that, because there's 35,000 tokens and coins in the cryptocurrency market now. And the question is, what the devil do you buy? So if you stick to a criteria, say for the garbage like this, Garbology, you only have a small amount, $200 max, 100 each or whatever, and you invest in the meme token that's getting the most publicity. Now, clearly, in terms of everything we look at daily, SHIB and bonk are getting the most publicity. So this is an experiment, and let's see how we go. and I'll update you every day about this. Now, you know, again, we've got $918 worth. Our risk is medium, which is good. But again, if this risk goes right down to 75, we can borrow more money to buy more bonk and ship. And this is how the young traders that are only, you know, that are staying up all night are making money out of these meme tokens. They're basically using $2,000 or $1,000 and leveraging up all the time, right? If you get a run in these things, yes, you can make money. But the question is, which token, when we're looking at thousands, you know, thousands and thousands of tokens. So I've just done it with the main news stories, but it's going to be very interesting, okay? This is a test. We test everything, as you know, and there's always so much to look at. So this is some of the things we look at even when we're not doing podcasts and everything else. And we're looking at valuations and all sorts of things. Anyway, enough of me. I want this to be short, but you get the general picture. Okay, I'll have a podcast coming out soon, but there's a lot that we always look at, people. And thank you very much for listening.